Welcome back. This lesson is not so much about the details of estate planning, as it is a look behind the curtain at why the steps you're taking matter. This is an overview of estate administration, the set of steps that may happen to wrap up someone's affairs and move assets to the right people. The goal is to help you think through some things you might not otherwise think about, to consider ways to make this easier for the person acting as your personal representative. And honestly, it may also help if someone ever asks you to serve in that role. If you've ever tried to locate a password, find a policy, call a bank, or untangle who handles this, you already know that missing information creates delays. The good news is that a little organization now can remove a lot of friction later. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to explain what an executor or administrator may actually do, what kinds of deadlines tend to come up, and what traps people often stumble into. And you'll take one small step today that could save hours later. You'll capture a few key facts in one place so your future personal representative can get oriented quickly. Think of this lesson as a guidebook for the person you have chosen to lead the way, your personal representative. Whether you call them an executor or an administrator, this is the person who steps into your shoes. You may think of this role as they're just helping the family. But the job is closer to being a temporary manager of someone else's financial life. That means being organized, keeping records, and making careful decisions. Now let's walk through the process at a high level, without drowning in details. The journey of estate administration typically begins with getting a death certificate and locating the original will. The original will is vital for the probate court to confirm your instructions, which is why it is vital you safeguard it, a topic we will cover in a later lesson. The will should state who you want to act to perform all these tasks. The personal representative may need to secure things that could be time sensitive. For example, a home may need to stay insured and maintained. Mail may need to be forwarded. If there are pets, they may need immediate care. If there are automatic payments, someone may need to understand what's being paid and why. Once the court validates the will, they issue a document often called letters of administration or letters testamentary. This is the golden ticket for your personal representative. It gives them the legal authority to speak to your bank, sell property, and sign documents on behalf of the estate. Once they have authority, the real work begins. We can break this down into 4 main areas: inventory, management, obligations, and distribution. First is the inventory. Your personal representative must identify and value everything you own. This is often described as an Easter egg hunt. They may need to sort through mail, review files in your home office, and contact financial institutions. Without a clear starting point, they could spend months searching for bank accounts, tracking down life insurance policies, or locating a vehicle title. This is where the MyEstateKit app may become a game changer. By organizing your assets, liabilities, and key contacts now, you're essentially giving your personal representative a clear roadmap, so they can spend less time hunting and more time moving the process forward. If you have already listed these items in your app, your personal representative can simply log in and see exactly what exists and where it is located. This single step can save the estate thousands of dollars in hourly fees and months of delay. Second is managing the property. Administration doesn't happen overnight. It often takes 6 to 12 months, or even longer for complex estates. During that time, someone has to keep the lights on. The personal representative is responsible for securing your home, maintaining insurance, and managing any investments. They must be careful to keep the estate's money separate from their own, a trap called commingling that can lead to significant legal trouble. Throughout this process, there may be paperwork that needs to be filed with the court, such as an estate inventory and periodic accounting showing what assets were in the estate, what expenses and debts were paid, and what remains. If there's a dispute or uncertainty, like whether a claimed debt is valid, the court may provide guidance on how that issue should be handled. Third is handling obligations. Before any heirs receive their inheritance, the estate must settle its accounts. This includes paying for funeral expenses, settling valid claims from creditors, and filing final tax returns. There are often strict deadlines here. For example, in many states, a written notice of probate must be sent to all heirs and beneficiaries within 30 days of the representative being appointed. Creditors also have a limited window to make claims, and if they miss it, those claims may be time-barred, protecting your beneficiaries from surprise bills later. Here's one of the most common traps at this stage: forgetting that the estate may need cash. If there isn't enough cash available, the personal representative may have to sell something to cover expenses, and that may create delays or force choices the family didn't expect, such as what property should be sold. Planning ahead could include identifying where cash may come from, or at least making sure the personal representative knows what exists. Finally, we reach the goal: distribution. Once the bills are paid and the court approves the final accounting, the personal representative can transfer the remaining assets to your beneficiaries. They will typically provide a check for cash gifts or a deed for real estate, and in return, the heirs provide a receipt to show the work is complete. Good records throughout the estate administration may protect the personal representative, and it may reduce confusion later. Now let's talk about deadlines in a simple way. Exact timelines vary by state and situation, but estate administration often includes time windows that matter. Creditors may have a limited period to make claims after certain notices are given. Tax filings may have due dates tied to the date of death. Benefits and accounts may have reporting requirements. The point isn't to memorize dates. The point is to realize that later sometimes becomes too late unless someone is tracking tasks. MyEstateKit is designed to help make this process smoother. You can even use the MyEstateKit app to provide them specific information when the time comes, making their future tasks significantly easier. Now that you've watched this video, you have a basic overview of the estate administration process. If you want to explore more, check out the resources in the resource section, which provides tools to assist in the process, example documents, and step-by-step guides. And don't forget to take a few steps today that will help your estate in the future. First, review who you have chosen as executor and backup, and write notes of anything they may need to know to efficiently administer your estate. Then review your asset list in the MyEstateKit app or in your financial records. Have you provided enough information to easily track down these assets when the time comes? Keep going. Every step forward is a step in the right direction.